Welcome to the Empowered Mind podcast with Joelle and Natalie Rivera. We are on a never-ending quest to master the power of our mind, develop a growth mindset, and explore the leading edge of positive psychology and human potential so we can take radical personal responsibility for creating our destinies and reaching our potential. Do you have a habit of shoulding on yourself? Do you have any idea what I mean by that? Well, think about this. How many times do you tell yourself, I should really do this, or, I really shouldn't be doing that? Well, anytime you hear the word should, it should be a signal to you, like an alarm bell going off. Because when you hear the word should in your own thoughts, almost all of the time, it's because you're telling yourself something that someone else has told you. So maybe you're telling yourself that you should do this a certain way because that's the way that your mom always told you that you should do it. Or maybe you're telling yourself, I really shouldn't do this. Like, I really shouldn't quit my job and find something I like better because everybody else tells you that it's not practical and you shouldn't take the risk and you should be grateful for the job that you have, even though you hate it. So in my life, I've made the decision that I no longer want to use the word should. So every time my mind says should to me, it immediately makes me ask, whose voice am I hearing? Is it genuinely my voice or is it someone else's voice? Because if you just go around doing everything that everyone else tells you that you should, you're not even living your own life. You're just basically operating by other people's rules. And most people's lives are not that great. They're not that healthy. They're not that happy. And so if it's not working for them, why would it work for you?
Yeah, we tend to define our reality based on other people's expectations of their own reality. So sometimes, like you're saying, we live someone else's life just because we feel like we should be doing something. We should be doing that on the weekend, or we should be spending our time doing this, or we should be watching that show so we could talk about it at work, or we should be spending our time on Facebook liking everybody's thing, or we should be spending time with this person even though they bring us down, or we should go somewhere and help somebody with their yard or whatever it is because it's the right thing to do, because they think it's the right thing to do. And at the end of the day, it's about reflecting every time we hear a should. And when I worked at the college, I would see a lot of students doing this. It's like, they would tell me the degree that they're studying and they're like, well, I should do that. My parents really think that should be, but my real passion is, so they're living their life based on someone else's passion. So at the same time, we want you to reflect when you hear that should, that red flag, to see what it means to you, because there are things in life that you should be doing, but it's not about shoulding, it's about it must be done. For example, if you know that making that phone call is going to help your business, or making that decision in your life and really committing to it is going to help your health, or if you know that if you do this and work on that project, it's going to help you financially, it's going to help you in your career, then it should be split from that should to that must. Because if you know it's something that's going to help you move forward, something that's going to transform your life, then and it's something that you really want, then maybe it shouldn't be a should anymore. It must be a must that you have to commit to actually following through to transform your life.
And so really what it comes down to is when you either hear yourself in your head or say out loud that you or even someone else should do something, what that means is you're not doing it. If you say, I should do this or I shouldn't do that, it's already an acknowledgement that you're not clear whether you actually want to be doing it or not. And so take the opportunity to reflect. And the first question to ask is this what I actually believe? Or am I just parroting what someone else had said to me? Am I obsessing over someone else's approval of me? And if the answer is it came from someone else, then don't do it because it's not authentically what you want. But if you are honest with yourself and you recognize, this is something I don't just think I should, I think I really need to do this, then make it a must and just do it and stop letting yourself use should as a way of just staying in purgatory and not making a decision, because that's really what it is. It's being indecisive. So stop shoulding on yourself and make a decision and move on with your life.
And one thing to recognize is that in our lives, we really look at people's roles. We define who we are as a parent, as a husband, as an employee, as just a person, as a human in life, as a male, as a female. And we define those things by what we see other people doing and what we're told it is. So we create these shoulds of, as a male, I should feel this way. I should react this way. As a female, I should be doing this. And it's really an opportunity for us to really define how we want our relationship, how we want our career, where we want to live, or the life that we want to create. But like Natalie was saying, it's all about getting clear. The more clear you can be about what you want in life, the easier it is going to be to really transform and create what you want to, when you realize that I don't have to do those things that I don't want to do because they're shoulds. But there are other things that I want to do that can transform my life, and I'm going to dedicate myself and commit myself to making them a must, and I will move forward to creating the life that I truly desire.
Amen. Say no to should. Thank you, fellow Freedom Junkies, for listening. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to help us grow, please rate and share this podcast. You can also become a member of Freedom Nation. Visit freedomorbustpodcast.com and sign up to receive access to exclusive content and take the 21-day happiness challenge. As you know, we believe that entrepreneurship is the ultimate form of empowerment, which is why we created the Side Hustle Business Startup course for anyone looking to create their own income and take back their power. We offer an exclusive discount for our podcast listeners. Find out more at freedomorbustpodcast.com.